This building was designed by Henry Hobson Richardson. The style of architecture is called Richardsonian Romanesque. Now, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of landfill here in Boston. This is the Back Bay of Boston. The Puritans were very, very creative when they named things. Like this was literally the Back Bay of the Charles River. They called it the Back Bay, still to this day called the Back Bay. But this is all landfill. So when they built these buildings, they had to put pilings underneath the ground. Anybody know what pilings are? You know, they're like gigantic toothpicks, only they're 30 feet long and 18 inches wide with a sharp edge. They jam them into the ground to hold up a lot of these old buildings like this. This Trinity Church is held up by 4,502 wooden pilings since 1877. Imagine that, they knew what they were doing back then. If there wasn't any pilings back there, they would be sunk. So we're going to go right by the Trinity Church again. One block up to our left is the finish line of the Boston Marathon, the oldest annually run marathon in the country, in the world, I should say. The Old South Church here on our left as well. We just drove by that. Another one of the churches you can visit in Boston. So a lot of the churches, as you do get around, you'll see the doors open. So you can just walk in and visit them. Some, like the Trinity Church, do, again, charge you a small amount to get in. Again, you're going to see the, maybe, this bus, oh, maybe not. There's a big statue out there of the rector, Phillips Brooks. Maybe you can see him over there, a big statue over there. That was one of the rectors of the Trinity Church. Darth Vader is standing behind him. It's nice, a nice picture to take. So we're going down Boylston Street. We're going again back towards the Boston Public Garden. I'm going to show you this small building just after this big building. It's a small building on the left. This used to be the home. It's a two-tone building, brown granite on the bottom and brick on the top. Right here, there it is on the left. This used to be the home of the Museum of Natural History. They moved out of here in 1951. They moved over to the new location. We just left from there a little while ago, the Museum of Science. Now, they were here for a lot of years, but I guess there was not much science before 1951. They started doing all these, you know, what do you call it, projects and stuff like that. They had so much paperwork they outgrew this building. So they moved over to the Museum of Science. It's like 10 times as big. This building has been renovated by Restoration Hardware. Anybody like Restoration Hardware? This is their flagship store. They spent over $3 million restoring that building. It's awesome. If you want to just walk in and just see how the old Museum of Natural History used to look like. When we go by this intersection on the left, you're going to see the Church of the Old Covenant. Church of the Covenant, largest church steeple in the city of Boston. That church steeple is the same height as the Bunker Hill Monument, 220 feet tall. We talk about churches a lot. Anybody ever get struck by lightning? Anybody want to get struck by lightning? Just ask me. Come to church, sit next to me. You'll get struck by lightning. Anyway, on our left is the Arlington Street Church. Beautiful church. If you get a chance to visit this Arlington Street Church, you see the windows from the outside, they don't look like much. You get in that church, there's a big sign over there, Enter Curious, Leave in Awe. Those windows were designed by Louis Comfort Tiffany. That was the son of Tiffany Jewelers. They never see any windows like that. Awesome on a nice day like today, if you get inside there, or a sunny day. It's amazing. On our left, you're going to see the swan boat rides in the lagoon. Saw it from the other side, the swan boat rides. Anybody ride the swan boats yet in Boston? Oh, a couple of people. You have to ride the swan boats in Boston. When you get home, they'll say, did you ride the swan boats and the ducks when you're in Boston? What are you going to say? No. A family of four can ride the swan boats for under $15. Adult $4, child $2.50. Get on the swan boats. They've been there. They started running the swan boats in 1877. 1877, Robert Paget started the swan boats. To this very day, they're on the 5th generation of Paget family. Still running the swan boat. Same family since 1877. Anybody own a family business on board? You do? Has it been around?